I'm politicking with the homie poet, PoPolitickin. Self-help meets hip-hop. That's fucking beautiful. What up, Po? What up, DJ Period? Just two black brothers. I see y'all out there doing what y'all do, preserving the hip-hop culture and introducing the future stars. Keep shining, kings. Real and recognize real. Love is love. Salute. Yeah.
PoPolitickin.com.
What up? This your boy Joc Scholar. I'm here on PoPolitickin and we politicking. Time waits for no man. And the city never sleeps. Mind racing, trying to define the space and time I'm in. Been minding my own mind for these diamonds is a gym. No rewind for time spent, high and bent, days wasted. Just put the plan today and play tomorrow's what we make it. Blessing the mic I consecrated and shed like kites to the incarcerated. Living like scar faces. Heart racing, never made it to the top of the world with a thought for a girl. Hot rockin' pearls in the city where no pity is. You hustle till you sleep, 6 feet deep. Power is made, preying on the weak-minded. A thin line in that divides who rises and falls. A fine design where we climb and knock down the walls. Till we arrive at survival at all costs. Be your own boss, but don't let pride forsake a 9 to 5. We live and die on the same grind. The game is two-sided, it'll feed and eat you at the same time. Time waits for no man, and the city never sleeps. Cause time waits for no man. You don't work, you don't eat, nah. Time waits for no man. I keep it moving with the beat. Cause time waits for no man, and what we sow. My recitals are like revival. This is tabernacle. I'm Adam made, matter made practical. Black supernatural. Fact over fictional rap. Attack tactical. Those that pay attention I attract to. Fast what it do. Let them know just what the track do. Systematic trap to hold you back is what the trap do. Boys in blue beating you down black and blue. Whether young or old, woman or man wearing a suit. The pursuit of paper made us as evil as the invaders. Only thing is, the house always wins. This is Vegas on a worldwide scale. For those that can't see it, I pray that you read Braille. For those that need water, I can lead you to the well, but can't make you drink. We in the same boat, but takes one fool to make it sink. In the end, time is money and we gone within a blink. It's the only thing undefeated. Now is the season of time. Time waits for no man, and the city never sleeps. Cause time waits for no man. You don't work, you don't eat, nah. Time waits for no man. I keep it moving with the beat. Cause time waits for no man, and what we sow is what we reap.
Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Make sure you go on Spotify, we're on Apple Music. Wherever you listen to podcasts, type in PoPolitickin. Listen to my interviews for the past 12 years. 1212 in place to be with Joc Scholar. How you doing, bro?
What up, man? All is good. All is good.
So tell us about your name.
Joc Scholar.
Yeah.
Actually, my government is Joc. You know what I mean? So it's spelled different though. So I wanted to flip something so where I can actually use, my my government name, but flip it into something different. So that's why I just chose the JOC. And then Scholar, if anybody, know me personally, know that, that's I stay in my studies. You know what I mean? That's one of my passions, and that's one of the things that I put into my music. A lot of what I put into my music is my real life, what I see, dots that I've connected, you know what I mean? And a lot of the things that I basically study and have studied, and, the understanding of all the stuff around us, tying it together and making it dope in a hip hop fashion is something that, that I like doing. So that's where the scholar part came from,
So what are some of the fields you study?
Man, I mean, if you listen to Grand Opus, which I'm one half on the MC of a duo, Grand Opus, to where, my partner Centric, he handles all the production. And then, here and now I'll drop some solo joints apart from that. But all the context and all the stuff I study, I try to throw in there. So that's everywhere from religion, uh, astrology, science, history. These are the things that I try to throw in. A little, politics, social commentary, all these things that pretty much make up the society we live in, pretty much. And all that has always just grown from the desire to connect dots. You know what I mean? And
now I'm gonna say, so how you feel about, I'm pretty sure like this, but like the more you find out that you don't know.
Oh yeah, that's any wise. That's wisdom right there.
You like, I gotta study physics now. Shit.
yeah. Physics, all that. I love physics. You know what I'm saying? I love the breakdown from stardust to us. You know what I'm saying? what we're dealing with, because it all ties together. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people don't realize. A lot of things that divide people is people talking different languages about the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And once you can connect the dots and understand that, then that does a lot. It makes the field a lot more plain. And if you can understand and respect that cultures are different, you know what I'm saying? One person may call rock a rock, somebody else may call it something else, and it sound different than rock. What y'all gonna argue about? That it's a rock, or it's what this dude said? It's still a rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people argue over just titles and names and shit. And
exactly. Titles, names, their cultural understanding of things. But one thing nobody can ever change is what is. It is what it is. So once you start to deal with that, then wisdom will take you out of that arguing with people about what you calling it and all that bullcrap. You know what I mean?
And you from Fresno?
Yeah, Fresno, Cali, man.
How
Fresno,
long
Cali.
you been like born and raised?
Born and raised. I've lived outside of here, man. I've lived in LA. I've lived in Compton. You know what I'm saying? I've lived outside of here, but this is home base. I like to call it my base. I'm always leading up out of here, but yeah, Fresno, Cali. We got a big history, man. Home of pop locking. A lot of people don't understand that. This was pop locking, man. Pop and Pete. Everything from that set off breaking.
I say, so who started pop locking? Then you said somebody in Fresno.
Pop locking, yes. Pop and Pete and Boogaloo Sam. That's where you get Electric Boogaloo. They were in Electric Boogaloo.
Break it, yeah.
Yeah, breaking it, yeah. Look that up. Just look up Pop and Pete. Anybody listening, look up Pop and Pete and Boogaloo Sam, and they'll show you how where they come from, which is Fresno, how they how that spread to LA, how it affected, what I'm saying, and got into the breakdance culture, and ultimately became one of the biggest pop culture breakdancing films, all of that. So we've been here, man. It's just we branched out finally, and that's why we all got like signature type of flow. You know what I mean? Because we not the North. We're not the Bay Area, and we're not LA. You know what I mean? But we in the middle, so it's a nice little cooking pot.
And then I just want you to talk about your background, like how you got involved with music.
I got involved with music, man. Just being inspired. From the whole hip hop culture, man. Hip hop when it hit, man. I say the late '80s. You know what I'm saying? Rakim was definitely that dude that made fighting. You know what I mean? I've always been into cats that had a mic presence. Like when you hear my records, I'm not. I got one of those voices. You know what I'm saying? And so the people with those type of mic presence, I always studied because I knew I had a voice like that. You know what I mean? And Rakim was one of them dudes that got me writing. And then from there, writing, getting into the whole, doing little baby shows here and there, finally getting a little something on the radio, and just grinding from there, man. Just writing. That's how I got involved in. And I first started recording actually in LA and Compton, and my cousin, he was a producer and he had the studio, and I was a young dude. You know what I mean? I was around 12 or something, and that's when I started recording. And he ended up, getting with, a person he was involved with. She worked at Sony Records, and so I started learning the industry at a young age. You know what I mean? And from there, it just branched into thinking more independent and realizing I can do a lot of this stuff myself, and hitting the pavement and doing the stuff myself.
And then what is hip hop to you?
Man, hip hop is culture, and hip hop is life for many. You know what I'm saying? Uh, that's what it is. It's a whole entire culture. It's a worldview for just the same as anybody who is involved with any type of uh shoot understanding of any strain of thought. You know what I mean? Like hip hop is like I said, it's life and it's culture for a lot of us, man. So that's what it is. I mean, there's really no answer that isn't broad about that.
Mm-hmm. And then you
Yeah.
was talking about Rakim. You had any other influences?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, I couldn't even name them all, but I mean, it bounces back and forth from cats from Rakim early, you know what I'm saying? Early Ice Cube, you know what I mean? NWA era, uh, America's Most Wanted, Death Certificate era, back to, it can be bounced to Redman, back to Pac, you know what I mean? Back to, these, different influencers that were telling, who can paint a picture. You know what I mean? Those are the people that who can paint a picture and use their words in a poetic way to paint that picture. Not really just the yippity yappity ribbity rappity dudes. I've never really been into that. Like, you have to be saying something and tying your words together in an authentic way. Those are the people who always stood out to me. So those are some pillars right there. Of course, cats like Nas, Andre 3000, a lot of these cats that when I heard them, they were different. So when you hear cats like a Cube or Rakim or, Andre 3000, whatever, they flows and the way they paint the pictures was different. So those are the people always inspire me because I never like to do something or go about something in a way that somebody else was doing.
So how would you describe your stuff as an artist to the people?
Uh, myself as an artist, I say if I was to brand my style, it would be street spiritual science.
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's that. If I would brand my style of music, that's what it would exactly it would be. My style is a hybrid of West Coast boom bap, soul, and like I said, it everything the way I approach it is from a street level because that's where I rose from. So I'm looking as you look at things, like I said, whether through the scope of hip hop, I also look at things from the lower levels, the levels in the trenches of where I rose out of, and it still connects, you know. Uh, you got the same type of people on a high level that are thinking the exact same way as cats in the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's just that their predicament, their situation is different, but they're thinking the exact same way, and the rules are the same, but just the outcome or the punishment is different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, then
So
I know you got a new song out. Sean, he produced it.
Fashawn, he's my dude. He's a Fresno native here. A lot of people may have already heard of him. He's a mass appeal artist, Nas artist. He signed to Nas and mass appeal. And yeah, he's been cooking in the kitchen, man, making beats. And I was one of those first cats to notice that and be like, hey, I want to hop on one of your beats. You know what I'm saying? He featured on a track before, him and Planet Asia, who's also from Fresno, Cali. We did a track with them as Grand Opus, and so we work together, and we see each other all the time, man. But with this, I wanted to hop on one of his tracks to kind of showcase what he's doing on the beats, and just do something different. You know what I mean? So we hooked up, and he came with this track, and it's sounded like one of them timeless records. It's a little, little sampley flip, and so hopped on it, knocked it out, and came out dope, man. Came out dope. So that's what we're pushing right now for the season. I think it's perfect for the context of where we're at right now, in the season we're at right now. For people to realize that time waits for no man. You know what I'm saying? It's undefeated. You know what I mean? When I'm gone, time gonna still be here.
And what's a day in the life for you right now?
Day in life for me right now is just I have my hands in a lot of stuff, man. As far as graphic design, writing, I'm you know taking care of the fam, taking care of the house, and I wear a lot of hats. So my day is just taking care of business every day, pretty much, man. You know, and creating. It's a mix of a little both. Taking care of the family, creating, making sure business is handled.
Give us what's a hidden talent, man? What you got?
A hidden talent. I'm a
Yeah.
barber. Yeah, so I'm a barber too.
Well,
But
I'm gonna see if you really good. You know how to cut your own hair?
oh man, yeah, I'm one of I'm one of my main clients these days. So. You know what I mean? Nah, yeah, because I don't run around and I'm not set up like I used to. I'm not taking clients. Some cats be wanting me to take them on, but I stay busy enough cutting, my son's hair and my family members and cousins and that like that. But yeah, I used to be out there, grinding on that. But I would say that's one of my talents that people wouldn't realize, that I'm a dope barber.
And what
I'll
other?
get
I was saying you was kind of talking about this already, but what else? Some of the other interests you have?
uh well, all my interests really, come from the arts and arts. Yeah, pretty much the arts, man. Just there's a lot of in arts and history and all these things that I was talking about that I study, man. That's pretty much my life, and that's why it comes out in my music. You know what I mean? So when we talk about arts, man, those are my interests. That's a broad array of things. Whether it be film, cinematic, all these things I do too. I shoot as far as photography and filmography. So I'm always looking to create, and I'm always studying these things, and that's what takes up the most of my time. Like I'll sit down and if I watch something, that isn't worth watching, then or if I sit down and it's not worth watching, then I'm not going to watch it. I'm usually watching something that's going to feed me in some type of certain way, or tap into something that's going to feed me in some certain way. I'm
You
really
have,
into taking the time day to day to make it worth the day.
y'all ask you, do you have any like spiritual things you do on a daily basis?
Spiritual wise,
Yeah.
yeah, man, pray, fast, meditate. You know what I mean? Y'all, that's one of my bars actually. That's why I said it.
Uh,
Uh, pray, fast, meditate, mastering my metaphor.
uh,
Yeah, so yeah, as far as spiritual, yeah, that's a big part of my life, man. Staying grounded and always tapping within and searching within and because like I said, this is all connected. I'm connected to all this. So, it's prayer, meditation, those are things that are part of my daily life. And like I said, study knowledge, man. Knowledge is truth, man. So, that's one of my things. That's like food to me. So that's a spiritual thing, whether people understand it or not. You know,
oh yeah.
yeah,
Mental food.
yeah, definitely. And I'm not just talking about like news knowledge. That crap ain't knowledge. Just knowledge is like trying to understand yourself and the things around you, and your connection to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And seeing how you fit in this. So yeah, that's a part of my everyday. Every day, just tapping in within, you know, and staying grounded.
I'm gonna say, how do you meditate?
Uh, how do I meditate?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, shoot. I meditate throughout the day. You know
Yeah,
what I
'cause I
mean?
kind of got like that now, where I can kind of just do it. I don't got to be like laying down no more and stuff. I can just do it.
Nah. Yeah, man. Anytime I feel I need to, man, I just shut down, block everything out. I'm not I'm not that ritual sit down and gotta cross my legs and hold my, you know what I'm saying, fingers up. You know, I'm not doing all that time. Sometimes I will, you know what I mean? So I mean, it all matters the context of what I'm doing. But if I feel like I need to shut down and meditate for a second, then I'll do that wherever I'm at. You know, I'll play sometime, but if I when I'm taking a walk and I'm feeling nature, like I just took a, a a little escape into nature yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Especially with all this stuff going on, and it's like I dipped out and went out into the mountains, man, and it was a beautiful thing, and it was snowing, or the snow was out there, peaceful as hell. You know what I mean? And man, I just sat down right there and just meditate and take in the nature, man. It's a completely different world when you block yourself out or take yourself away from all this man-made madness. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I have to do, on the regular. And that's, like I said, that's what inspires a lot what I put into my music.
It's cool. So, what would you say is next for you? Where you see your career, like I guess 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I see myself 5 years from now where you just branching off and utilizing more of the other things that I do. I'm always gonna be, dropping music. But I realized that, and I know I've always been content in the fact that I'm an underground artist talking about things that is not, pop. You know what I'm saying? Not popular. So that my whole thing with music is just creating it, making it as dope as possible, and putting it out as I'm inspired to do so, and that's worked so far. I feel like everything that I put out, and especially with Grand Opus, my crew, it's all been quality. You know, Nothing's thrown together, and it's timeless music. So what I see for the future musically is just more music like that, and me expanding into other aspects of what I do as far as like behind the camera, or stuff like that.
And what would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
What's that?
I said, what would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
Man, to the fans and supporters, man, like I say on the track that would that I just released, which is Time Treasure. um, uh, I attracted those who pay attention. You know what I mean? So those that's been paying attention and those that been rocking with me, definitely appreciate you. Continue to rock with me, share the music, and just much appreciation to everybody who's listening, whoever goes and checks out the music from here, and whoever's been rocking with me to this day. Appreciate the support.
All right, man. I want to say thanks for coming through politicking with me.
Definitely, man. Appreciate the call, man.
No
Keep
doubt.
on doing what you're doing, bro.
Huh? Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, man.
You got any shout outs?
Man, shout out to the world, man. Y'all keep y'all head up. All right. Peace
Shout
be
out
on
to
to you.
Centric, right?
Yeah, he's out there. What up, Centric?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my brother from another, man. We are on a whole other level, man. Me and that dude. So yeah, that's my brother for real. Peace. Peace to Grand Opus.
What's your social media?
You can hit me up at Joc Scholar on everything. So that's Joc Scholar. That's on Instagram, Twitter, whatever you hit up. Hit me up on there. Follow me, and yeah, we'll keep rocking together.
PoPolitickin.com.
Thanks for listening to PoPolitickin.com, a self-help meets hip-hop brand. If you are an artist or business owner wanting to be featured on PoPolitickin.com, contact us at PoPolitickin@gmail.com. That's PoPolitickin@gmail.com, or text 760-717-5803. If you're a listener that enjoys the show and wants to support, You can donate to PoPolitickin.com via PayPal.com. Please send donations to PoPolitickin@gmail.com. Any amount will be helpful in continuing to create quality content and shows. As always, check out PoPolitickin.com for past episodes. Make sure you subscribe to PoPolitickin on iTunes, YouTube, Podomatic, Stitcher Radio, and Google Play.